Hey everybody, welcome to my trip summary of our time at Ocean Maya Royale Resort in Playa del Carmen in the Riviera Maya. It's an adults only, all-inclusive oceanfront resort. If you're like me and you over-research, overthink everything, have to know all the answers before you go, then fear not, I've got you covered. If you do have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments and I will try to get them all answered for you. Or if you've gone and have more tips or comments, please feel free to add them here. We went to this resort in May of 2023. We took our best friends with us because we were all turning 40 that year and both of us were celebrating our 20th anniversaries and they'd never been to Mexico, so we were excited to show them around. We had a stressful start to the trip as our friends' passports did not arrive in time and they had to go get them the day before in Seattle and drive all the way back. So we were so thankful to be on that flight together.
We made it.
We upgraded our rooms to the privilege suites near this black arrow. It was great to be close to restaurants, but it was a little further from the beach. Here's a little tour of what the rooms were like. Our suite came with this nice back porch and jacuzzi tub, but we honestly spent all our time at the pool and beach, so we never ended up trying it out. We also have stayed at 5 different all-inclusive resorts now in Mexico, and this one by far had more wildlife than we'd ever seen, which was a really fun feature. The nightlife was always fun and unique, and we even got recruited to come participate in a game the first night, but it was a lot of fun. Even though we didn't win, we got a chance to meet a lot of other people staying at the resort. I would also like to note that the staff here was so incredibly friendly and kind and outgoing, and definitely the best part of this resort, and I just really looked forward to all of the entertainment and the fun that they brought for us every day.
So which one is your husband?
Number 3.
Okay, I'm gonna check. A ver, alguien aquí ayúdame, por favor. This is number 3. Fuerte los aplausos.
All right, let's get to the beach and pool area, which is of course the reason I love going to Mexico. So I'm sure you're curious to see what it was like. This resort was a little unique in the fact that most of the areas where you would sit have the roped off section where you're not directly walking into the water, but it was still beautiful and well maintained, and then you could walk on either side of the ropes to go down to the ocean. This was our first time visiting Mexico in May, and we were not aware that that's when the seaweed can be at quite a high volume, so it definitely hindered our time in the water with no fault to the resort, but it was just an unfortunate time of year for that part. The pools, however, were both amazing, whether you wanted to float around in the larger, quieter pool or enjoy the music and entertainment at the party pool. They both were a lot of fun in their own different ways. If you've done any research on this resort, you may have noticed a lot of people commenting about the lagoon. That's an easy walk to get to. So here it is. I would recommend taking shoes since the beach area that you have to walk along to get there is not very groomed. This was a beautiful area to come see, and we did enjoy it, but we just stayed for part of the morning and not much longer since the water is a bit chillier and there is a little bit of a current, so be very careful if you're trying to swim around in it. The resort here was very picturesque and definitely more of like a jungle, tucked away type feel than a lot of the other more modern style resorts we've stayed at. So we really enjoyed walking along the pathways, seeing what there was to see, whether it was wildlife or architecture. There was always different pathways you could take to get back to your place you're staying at, and it was just really pretty. As we were staying here, we were watching them paint all of these structures to more of a white and blue tones. So if your pictures are looking different as you're researching, that's why. While we were there, we decided we would take a day trip to Tulum so we could see some Mayan ruins and swim in the cenotes. We weren't really sure what we'd want to do when we got there, so we didn't book ahead of time and we just waited to book with the staff there at the resort, which was perfect. They came right to us while we were on the beach, and it didn't take much extra time or effort out of our day or disrupt any plans, and it was just a great way to figure out what day we wanted to get out and be able to explore and also have a little time to shop. We'd never decided to book a day excursion before, and they had half day and full day options, so it was great to be able to coordinate it with what you wanted to see and how long you wanted to be gone from the resort. And I believe I'm going to just post a whole separate video of these excursions, so once I get that done, I'll provide a link here so you can see more from that trip. Now back to the resort. Here's the view from upstairs of the lobby where I was able to sneak away to the spa for a quick massage. On the left is a workout area, and then down the stairs here I'll take you to show you more of the front entrance area. We came up here to Mike's Coffee every morning for both coffee and pastries, and they also had some great gluten-free options. I want to give a huge shout out to all the restaurant staff. They would always ask if we had any allergy concerns, and we did have somebody who was gluten-free with us. And they bent over backwards to cook things separately and make sure that they still got a wonderful dining experience at each place. Okay, all these pictures and videos make me ready to go back right now. So I hope this was helpful for you if you are looking at which resort to stay in Mexico and exploring your options. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them in the comments. I would also truly appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to my channel so I can continue to make fun, helpful content like this. Thank you so much for watching. Adios!